Rockstar Parent. Welcome back to this episode in this series of your top 5 tips to a pain-free birth. Super excited to have you join me. I would love to know how you're getting on with the previous tips 1, 2 and 3. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing with them. If you haven't watched the videos yet, definitely go and watch those videos first before you go on to this one, because they all follow through and create a compound effect. So you need to not miss any of the tips to have this work for your pain-free birth. Alrighty, so I love this one. I love this tip. I love all of them, but I have, little favorites here and there because I get to get really creative and you get to as well. During my birth, I did something super powerful that got me to counteract any fears or worries or panics that came up whilst I was in labor. So as they started to arise, I was able to counteract them because of this tip, right? Because if we don't counteract, we fall prey to them, and then it can cause us to feel an explosion of pain, and then our environment becomes a panic zone. We don't want that. We want an environment to feel as safe and comfortable as possible. Because what you'll notice is that when you're in labor, you're going to feel very closed in. You're going to go into what I call your birth body. If you watch the way a cat gives birth, they want to go into a corner, they want a private space, they want to feel comfortable and safe. And then they were able to stay calm and relaxed and give birth peacefully. Well, we're similar in terms of that, and our animal instincts will come in, and we're going to want to feel safe. We want to feel our environment to be private enough for us to be able to let our body do what it naturally does best, which is to give birth. All right, so how do we do that? What do we do to help us set the tone for our environment so that we feel safe and comfortable whilst we're giving birth, so that we don't fall prey to panic, fear, worry and pain? What I want you to do for this tip is I want you to have some TLCs, tender loving care. Because when you're giving birth, it's all about you and your baby. This is your moment to feel as much love for you and your baby as possible, and this is how to do it. I want you to pick out any items that naturally makes you feel relaxed in your day-to-day life anyways. So if there's anything that you use to de-stress, I want you to use them when you're in labor. So your TLCs could be anything. Personal, it's all personal to you. Let me tell you what I used. I used, from the tip that I had in the series, affirmations, okay? So I used affirmations from tip number 1 to have in the hospital. I originally planned to have a home birth, but I couldn't because I had to have an induction. So I still had an amazing birth despite the induction because of these tips. I had these affirmations up on the wall. You can do that. I also used lavender oil. So I don't know if you can see that, but I used lavender oil because I love the smell of it. And what you can do as well, which is something I didn't do, but I had a flannel actually that I used. But you could put some lavender oil on an item that's one of maybe your baby's bear that they'll have, their little love bear, or anything that you find that's soothing for you, a blanket, anything that's special for you. You can put some drops on, and then when you're in labor, you can smell the lavender oil, the essential oil, one of your favorite essential oils, and you can just be giving birth and breathing through it and smelling it. And the reason why this is a powerful tip here is because it will release, what will happen is it will release oxytocin in the body, and the more oxytocin that is released, the more calm and peaceful we'll feel. It's also called the love hormone. So the oxytocin releases itself as the body goes through its contractions. Oxytocin releases in the body, and that's a natural pain relief, and it's so powerful. So the more oxytocin, the better. You want to release those endorphins, you want to release those happy hormones, you want to feel good. So maybe if you've got you could try and have maybe your favorite, some mums have their favorite episodes playing in the background. So you might have Friends playing, if Friends is one of your favorite episodes. If you don't find it distracting, because I know I tried that and I found it distracting, so I turned it off. But if that helps you and it's going to help make you laugh whilst you're not having your contractions, because you're not always going to have contractions throughout your labor, but whilst you're kind of got a chance to relax, you can watch something funny, because you want to release those oxytocins, the love hormone. You want to release as much endorphins, because oh my gosh, when I was in labor, I just felt like I got floods of it, because I remained so as calm and as relaxed as I could. I got floods of oxytocin and endorphins released in the body, and I just felt really in the zone. It's a very powerful painkiller. Apparently can be even more powerful than medical pain relief. So trust your body. So you can get as creative as you want. I didn't miss anything out. Yes, I had, like I said, essential oil, I had my affirmations, I had my visualization audio playing. That's from one of the tips that I shared with you. So definitely follow that. I think it was tip number 3, visualizations. I had that playing in the background. It was so powerful. I had a bath, so if a bath works for you in general, if it's possible, you can have a little bath. You can play some music, one of your favorite musics. Doesn't matter what it is, it could be your favorite rock music. Whatever it is that works for you in general to help you relax, definitely use them whilst you're in labor. And another thing you can do is you can use these lights, these electric lights. I don't know if you can see the light is on, but what's known scientifically is that when women give birth, when the lights are dimmed, it releases naturally in the body oxytocin, and it releases endorphins naturally because the lights are dimmed. Because remember, when we get into our birth body, we want to feel like we're cocooned, and that's part of the lighting. When the lighting is very bright, it has an opposite effect, and it can put us into the panic zone. So tell your midwives, the people caring for you, that you want the lights dimmed, and ask that you can use these lights. I used this during my labor as well, and it was really, I just created a very relaxing, serene environment. It's all about setting a relaxing environment, because when you walk into a relaxed environment, how do you feel? You feel instantly relaxed, right? When you walk into a panicked environment full of people, you feel kind of panicked and just overwhelmed, right? It's just natural. So you want to create your environment to suit relaxation and peace and positivity. Another fun thing you can do is get kisses from your partner, or someone, a loved one, your partner, your husband, your boyfriend. Just get some kisses, because that will release the oxytocin, aka love hormone, really powerful, effective way. Because obviously, one interesting fact is that when we get and receive a kiss, we're less likely to be tense, because obviously when we're in labor, our jaw can be very tense, but the jaw is actually really connected to our pelvic area. So if we can release and relax our jaw by receiving a kiss, we're not going to kiss like this. It will naturally make us release our jaw, release the tensity there, and then we experience that our whole body starts to relax. So get some kisses from your loved one, and that will release positive hormones, endorphins, oxytocin, and you will start to go into your natural zone, your natural vibe, your natural instinctual, peaceful mindset. And that's what you want to do, and that's where you want to remain. If you want to remain in that state, you have to create your environment as well in that state where possible. Okay, so leave a comment below, type hell yes if you're going to follow this tip. It's a super duper one. And I will see you in tip number 5, where I will share a powerful breathing technique you can use whilst you're in labor that will have an amazing impact on your birth experience. Literally, I can tell you that I breathed my baby out, and that the breathing saved me. The breathing really consolidated all the previous tips that I put together, and the breathing just put it all together in a lovely, beautiful balloon, where I just felt like I was made and naturally built to give birth. It really did help with pain relief. So definitely stay tuned for that video. And like I said in the previous videos, I've got a bonus tip at the end of this series that will help you to release any remaining anxiety, fears, worries that you have about giving birth. So definitely keep watching. Follow this series. Go and watch the previous tips again if you need more inspiration. And I will see you in tip number 5.